Hello everyone, my name is Grethade here from 01gaming.com and noobcastgaming.com. It is Monday, and let's go ahead and take a look at some news. Before we dive into the news, the game in the background is Beat Hazard. If you have not heard my warnings before, this is the warning. If you are susceptible to seizures, do not watch this video. Go ahead and minimize it, listen to the video, put it in another monitor, do whatever, just don't watch the video if you are susceptible to those seizures, because there is a lot of flashing, blinking lights, and there's a lot of it at a couple of different points during this video. Alright, now the warning's out of the way, disclaimer's done, let's go take a look. So I know this game's got coverage before, on the videos, on 01gaming.com, on noobcastgaming.com, but it's come up in the news again, so why not? We talked about PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale in the past, and the last time I talked about an opinion with it, the one thing I said is there should be more characters, more stages. Well, a user named NeoGaf has found a total of 14 stages and a couple characters that are unofficially announced. A couple of those characters include Raiden from Metal Gear Solid and Dante from the reboot of Devil May Cry coming up. The levels that he found include Infamous, Bioshock Infinite, Loco Roco, and Little Big Planet. Well, at least it sounds like someone's taking advice. I would hope that they at least knew that's what they had to do, and now they're just implementing that more and just making additional content. Of course, it'd be nice if they just took the steps of Nintendo and did it all in the first place. The other interesting thing I find is there's another Metal Gear Solid character popping up, and this one being Raiden. But Snake was over on the Nintendo side. I sense an epic battle between the Metal Gear Solid protagonists. If that's the case, I'm rooting for Snake. Screw it. It's gotta be Snake. Why wouldn't you root for Snake? He's Snake. He's freaking awesome. Alright, so the specs for the Xbox 720 keep coming up as rumors, speculations, and this and that. Well, here's an interesting little tidbit. There's a developer package that's being sold, and that developer package, even though it has a really hefty price, has some authentic specs to the upcoming 720. Some of those specs include a 8GB memory, but it also claims to have an 8-core CPU. The CPU is supposed to be Intel, and the GPU is NVIDIA. Alright, well, first off, the 8-core processor seems quite far-fetched. The highest that you can get as a consumer is 6. There might be an 8. I'm not as tech savvy as I'd like to think I am, so not to say that there isn't such thing, but that would have such a hefty price tag to it that getting that in a game system like that would be awfully expensive, especially on the consumer side, because of what I was trying to say with the 6-core processors and how much those run. The other interesting thing is there is talk about the system being a 64-bit system and can convert PC-based DirectX 11 games. So that's really cool. So does that mean you're going to be able to put the PC games on the 720? That would kind of work with the whole idea of Windows trying to make one operating system for everything between Xbox or mobiles or tablets and or PCs. This one, we have to wait till there's more specifications regarding the software coming out, but the hardware at least is looking like it's got some potential. So the last thing that I found is that E3 is staying in LA for the next 3 years, so it's going to run through 2015. The Entertainment Software Association has confirmed that it will remain in the West Coast city through that year after having debates with the city, the organization, and including the mayor. In fact, the mayor has gone as far as to say the city of Los Angeles is thrilled to welcome back E3 for another 3 years. My office was committed to doing whatever it took to keep the largest annual conference that the city hosts here for another 3 years. I personally joined the negotiations, and we worked out all the parties to ensure that the needs of E3 would be met. He also went on to say that the city is grateful that the Entertainment Software Association continues to view LA, the entertainment capital of the world, as an ideal location for the world's premier video game convention. Well, good. I can't imagine E3 being anywhere else. Could you imagine if it was in Las Vegas? Some of the issues that E3 is already coming up with. Booth babes. That would be so much worse in LA. I'm sorry. as much as I enjoy women, and the scanted cladness that there could be. It'd also be nice if they knew what the hell they were talking about, right? And it's pretty well known how much these booth babes really know about their games. And let's face it, Vegas has a lot of these people too, and they're pretty well known for being there. Why would you want to go to that? LA, when you think of conventions like this, you think of BlizzCon, you think of E3, you think of these huge conventions, you think of LA. Really, the only big convention that's huge and isn't in LA is Comic-Con. And LA can't have them all, so it has to be something else somewhere. But E3 belongs in LA. That was the escape from the Consumer Electronics Show that it used to be part of way back when. And that does it for Monday. I will be back on Wednesday with more news of some variety. Hopefully you've been checking out my streams, or at least the video streams that have been over at Twitch TV. I've actually started porting some of those over to YouTube, so you might see those kind of crossing. That'd be awesome. Yes, check those out. If you have any comments about my videos, whether they be positive or negative, please leave them in the comment section down below. That's that big white open area underneath this video. Please comment, down there. That'd be cool. If you liked my video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would certainly appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.